It is now my distinct honor to present the Academy's highest honor, its Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's recipient is Dr. Timothy Quill. Dr. Quill, I know. Dr. Quill is the Georgia and Thomas Gosnell Distinguished Professor of Palliative Care and Professor of Medicine, Psychiatry, Medical Humanities, and Nursing at the University of Rochester School of Medicine. He serves as founding director of the university's palliative care program and is now the acting director of its Center for Bioethics. Dr. Quill has published and lectured widely around various aspects of the doctor-patient relationship, with special focus on end-of-life decision-making, including delivering bad news, non-abandonment, discussing palliative care earlier, and exploring last resort options. He is the author of several books and numerous articles published in major medical journals, including the New England Journal of Medicine. Dr. Quill was a lead physician plaintiff in the New York State legal case challenging the law prohibiting physician-assisted death that was heard in 1997 by the United States Supreme Court. He proudly served the Academy as our president in 2012 and was previously awarded the PDIA Palliative Medicine Community Award and designated as a hospice and palliative medicine visionary in 2013. Dr. Quill has also served as lead author and editor for 3 editions of the Academy's Primer of Palliative Care, a critical resource that has served to introduce many to the field. He is certainly one of my heroes. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Timothy Quill, AAHPM's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you to the awards committee and the Academy for this great honor. I am genuinely surprised and moved by being given this award. I'd like to thank my wife Penny and our 3 daughters for giving me the space and support over my entire career to pursue my passions and interests. I've also been very lucky to have some early mentors in the biopsychosocial model in Rochester, including George Engel, Art Schmally, and Mac Lipkin. I want to give a particular shout out to our wonderful palliative care team in Rochester, especially our bedside nurse practitioners, doctors, and nurses who do this work day in and day out. You are wonderful colleagues and friends who really share this honor with me, so thank you all so much. I don't know where you are, but I see some of you there. Early in my career as a primary care doctor and a hospitalist, there was no palliative care. So I became a part-time hospice medical director and a primary care physician. There was almost no evidence to guide our work back then, so we relied on our clinical experience of our interprofessional team to do the best we could under sometimes trying circumstances. 18 years ago, I was invited to start a palliative care program at the University of Rochester, and as many of your programs, ours has grown exponentially. After all these years, I still find the clinical work, extremely rewarding and challenging. We know so much more about what it takes to provide quality palliative care, in part as a result of the burgeoning amount of palliative care research. Yet something Eric Cassell said many years ago still rings true to me. Just when we think we have a good answer to the most recent vexing clinical problem we are facing, along comes something outside our comfort zone and our knowledge zone that we have to help some patients and families face. I want to thank the patients and families who have allowed me to publicly share some of our efforts to find very imperfect responses to difficult suffering. And I also encourage you to write about and share your own clinical experiences. We need to celebrate and describe our successes, but also share and explore our edges where we still struggle to find acceptable answers. I want to acknowledge the Academy for providing a rich, supportive environment for our field to flourish, and to encourage all of you to volunteer and get involved. If your experience is anything like mine, you'll get out much more than you give. My hat goes off to all of you who do this clinical work, and also those of you who teach about it and study it. I also want to give a big thanks to those of you who really started the field when it was struggling for its very existence, and who created a foundation for the accepting professional environment in which we all thrive in today. It's a great time to be in palliative care in large measure as a result of your pioneering work. So thanks once again to the Academy and all of you for this amazing honor. Thank you.